This video picks up where we left off on the video about publishing from the IoT gateway to the Amazon server. In this video we're going to look at subscribing, and what this means is we're going to subscribe to data updates from other devices coming into our IoT gateway. So let's start by picking a register that we're going to subscribe. Let me go back and take a look here. We want register number 11. We're gonna subscribe to our actuator, or for our actuator. Pick number 11. Do not check publish. Come down here and check subscribe instead. And we're going to leave this set to the default topic of shadow update. And that's basically all we need to do to subscribe. Now if we come back over here to the Amazon server side, if we look at interact, it says the topic that we can subscribe to for updates is this topic, and that was the default topic that we did subscribe to. The server gives us a way of testing subscriptions, and what we're going to do here is come over to the MQTT client that you find under test, scroll down here to publish, and we are going to publish to this topic, which is our default topic, shadow update. And then what we are going to send for data is we're going to tell it that we want our desired state for CSI actuator 1 is 50. And the JSON query, this is how you often see it represented in nice human readable form. The server really doesn't care about multiple lines and indents and all that kind of stuff, so we're going to take the single line form of that just because it's easier to copy, and come over and paste that into our payload window, and now we'll tell it publish. Now if we come back here and look at our shadow of the thing, we should see the desired value show up in the shadowed state. And we should also be able to come over here and look at our local data, and sure enough, there's our number in our IoT gateway. So we can come back over here to the test window, and we can repeat this experiment of publishing as often as we like. And we'll skip looking at the shadow and go right over here, and there we can see that the data we published from the Amazon web server has been sent back to our IoT gateway. So subscribing is really pretty simple. Anything that was published to the shadow update is going to be retained here, and if our IoT gateway happened to be offline or powered down or whatever when this data was originally published, when it comes back online or powers up, it's going to query the shadow state and retrieve the most recent update value, and put that in the local register, which presumably then probably gets written out to some Modbus device. And where does this data come from in the first place other than from the test client? Probably from some other device on the internet. So this means that in theory you can have two Modbus RTU devices that are 1,000 miles apart talking to each other through the Amazon web server. And that's basically all there is to subscribing. It's really pretty straightforward.